Hi, I'm Di with Sister Chicks Quilting. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to take a pile of 2.5-inch strips and turn them into this cute Scrappy Trip Around the World baby quilt. It's so easy, and I know you have a lot of scraps and a lot of them are in 2.5-inch strips. Let's get started. You know that color is the name of my game. Let me show you a couple of blocks. I'm wondering if you can pick out what I see in each of these blocks. Are you there yet? Yes, it has to do with color. Each block in the same position has got a pink and an aqua, an orange, a yellow, green, and a gray, back to the pink. So each one of these blocks started out like this, 2.5-inch strips in that color order. The strips are 16 inches long. The reason I make them 16 inches long is because I cut them at 2.5 inches, and that gives me enough width to make 6 strips. Lay your strips out and press them. It doesn't matter which way you press them. It's only so it's nice and flat for sewing. Then right sides together, you fold them on top of each other and put a 1/4 inch seam right along here, and you end up with one of these. It's a tube. See that? Now the tube doesn't even have to be perfectly straight, but I'm gonna shake mine out so it's a little straighter than not. I'm going to show you the first thing that I do is take this seam using the line on my mat. I'm going to go ahead and trim off this edge so it's squared up. And then I'm going to proceed to cut 6 tubes using my 2.5-inch strip ruler. I'm going to line the ruler up with that straight edge that I know is straight and whack away. Now this is where the magic begins. I always have a gray square in the top left corner, and at the very bottom of that square is a pink square. That's just how I laid mine out. You can put any color you want in yours, but for the purpose of this quilt, those are the colors I'm going to use. Let me show you how to perfectly line up these blocks. I'm always going to start with a gray square in the upper left-hand corner of the block. And to get to that gray square, I want the pink on the very bottom. So I pop those stitches, and there is my gray square. Look at that. And the pink. Then I go to the next block. But how do I know which block to pick the stitches from? It's easy. Aqua and pink are on the bottom. You always look at the bottom. I always lay this out on a board where I can see it. Sometimes I stack them. Okay, watch what's going to happen. Orange and aqua. And then we're going to go with yellow and orange. And that one is here on the end. And then gray and green. Sew it together, and I have a few tips for that. Let me share those with you. Probably a little bit of work, but you're going to be grateful you did it in the end. Then I take it to the ironing board and press it down, and I do use steam. There is some work to pressing this block because it goes in so many different directions. So this is how I do it. And like I said, I always use steam. I have all the blocks here. Let me put them on the design wall and put this quilt together. I am matching the colors. That way it's going to make an incredible design. So all the green squares are in the center. Here, all of the gray squares are in the center. Well, what do you think of the secondary pattern I have? I love it. And it comes from putting all of your strips together in the same order. It doesn't matter which order. Whatever you want, whatever color you want. There's so many ways to do it. Will I be making more of these quilts? You betcha. They're so much fun, and I think they're beautiful. Now, I'm headed off to Sister Chick's quilt retreat. I'll probably throw a couple of shorts up so you can be part of the fun too. Check out this video right here and right here. They're my first 2 Scrappy Trip Around the World videos. I picked them just for you because I knew you'd want to see them. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Bye.